Hey guys, welcome to Tokyo Tuesday. If you're a regular viewer, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about 20 things to do right here in the rain in Tokyo. Let's get started. This year has been spectacularly rainy in Tokyo. So today what I want to do is give you guys my favorite 20 tips right here in Tokyo. At the moment, I'm in Asakusa, so I figure we'll start with stuff that you can do right here, but most of this stuff applies to Tokyo in general. One of the first and very obvious things that I'm going to recommend is the Tokyo Underground. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my Tokyo Underground video. I'll link it up here or leave it in the description below. On to number 2. You can check out Kappabashi, which is a pretty awesome shopping and kitchenware street right here in Asakusa. Pretty much the entire street is covered on both sides and it's fairly long, so if you want, you could kill a pretty good portion of a day here. You can check out an escape room like this one here. You can sneak into the back streets and check out a sento or onsen like this one here. The sento and onsen are especially nice when it's a little colder outside, but things like this, you can check out a themed cafe. Like right here, there's an owl and parrot cafe. There's also cat cafes, there's maid cafes, there's rabbit cafes, you name it, tons of cafes. Covered arcade like this one here in Asakusa or even Nakano Broadway. They call them Shotengai here in Japan. Or, if you want to check out a real arcade, they call those game centers in Japan. They got the Taito Station and all forms of them scattered throughout Tokyo. In addition to game centers, Japan has all kinds of indoor entertainment ranging from pool, darts, batting cages like the one over here, indoor golf, you name it. I kind of feel like I should count that as more than one. And should you so desire, you can even come down here to Tokyo Cruise and you can take a boat right here from Asakusa all the way down to Odaiba. It's a covered boat. One of the best ones is known as Himiko, and it's a nice ride. I will admit that it is much better on a sunny day where you can see the sky from the top of the boat because it's got these little glass bubbles, but it's still a nice activity for a rainy day. That pretty much covers the majority of the things right here in Asakusa, but there's still a ton more things to do in Tokyo. And as I say this, the boat is arriving back here. Alright, next point. If you do take this boat out to Odaiba, there's a ton of things you can do in Odaiba. Everything from the diver city to all the round one arcade. Odaiba's a big area and there's a lot of indoor stuff to do, so check out Odaiba on a rainy day as well. Getting from location to location in Odaiba, you will need an umbrella, considering that it's wide open spaces, but there's a lot of indoor stuff to do there as well. In fact, one that I don't want to leave off the list is Tokyo Big Sight. If it's a rainy day and you're looking for something entertaining to do, check out Tokyo Big Sight. It's like 4 upside down pyramids, and more often than not there's some kind of really cool event going on right there in that venue. I forgot to mention a pretty big one about Odaiba, which is shopping malls. Obviously shopping malls aren't only in Odaiba, so pretty much any mall or shopping center throughout Japan, throughout Tokyo, is a good way to get out of the rain. And aside from shopping malls, Tokyo also has a lot of art galleries and museums you can check out. Does that count as 2? Let's keep it as 1. And you know, the more I get to thinking about this, the more I realize that there's absolutely no shortage of indoor activities. I know these kind of all in the same category as the batting cages, darts, and pool, but bowling. There's tons of bowling, especially if you go to the Shibuya area, there's some really cool bowling alleys. As well as rock climbing or bouldering, which you can also do inside. And if you got the time and you got something you want to see, go check out a movie. There are so many movie theaters here in Tokyo. Also, if you're looking for something a little more quiet, you can always go and check out a library. I hear there's a library in Tokyo that'll even let you drink beer. And obviously, for those of you who like to sing, you already know that going to karaoke is an option and will keep you dry. Also, if you go to Ikebukuro Sunshine City, I know it falls into the category of all the shopping centers, but there's a pretty cool place inside of there called Namja Town, which is kind of like more like a kid's space, but within Namja Town, there's this ice cream shop that has just the weirdest flavors of ice cream, like sand flavor, snake flavor, and all this. Namja Town. Check that one out. Check that one out too. And finally, considering how high up we are here, I would regret not mentioning the last two. Number one being Tokyo Tower. There's not a ton of stuff to do in Tokyo Tower, and to be honest, I don't really recommend the towers on a rainy day. You know, what with it being cloudy and everything, but if you got some mad photography skills, check it out. And the obvious one being Skytree. Even if you don't go all the way up, which would kind of be a waste on a rainy, cloudy day like this, there is Soromachi down below, which has all forms of shops, restaurants, cultural events, everything in there. I just realized I forgot to mention that Soromachi also has a planetarium and an aquarium to check out. I'm pretty sure that actually worked out to more than 20, but if you categorize them, it still fits in a block of 20. I definitely missed some stuff. If you have any other good ideas or anything that you want to add to this, leave it in the comments below, and we'll see you guys again for the next Tokyo Tuesday. Thanks, guys. You know, in the middle of this video, the rain has started to let up, but it is really starting to come down. I am actually gonna need this now.